The courthouse lobby buzzed with its usual morning shuffle, heels clacking on marble, lawyers flipping through case folders, and defendants nervously checking the time. Among them stood Amara Lewis, a 24-year-old law clerk dressed in a crisp blazer and a tidy bun, holding a leather-bound case file. Her badge wasn't visible yet. It was tucked under the folder in her hand as she reviewed the morning's docket. That's when the deputy approached. Officer Paul Brenner, a grizzled cop with 20 years on the force and a chip on his shoulder, barely glanced at her. "Court's not open to observers today," he said flatly. "You'll need to leave." Amara looked up, confused. "I work here." He raised an eyebrow, unimpressed. "Student, huh? This isn't a classroom. Go wait outside." Amara opened her mouth to explain, but he cut her off with a smirk. "Listen, sweetheart, you don't belong in here unless you've got a summons or you're shadowing someone. Court's no place for you." She blinked, stunned, not just by his words but by the dismissive tone. She didn't argue. Not yet. Instead, she calmly opened her folder and pulled out her badge, holding it up between two fingers. "Amara Lewis, Chief Clerk for Judge Halston. You know, the one presiding over the Ross versus State case this morning?" Brenner froze. She continued, voice still measured. "I'll be taking evidence inventory and assisting on the bench. Unless you'd prefer to explain to the judge why she's missing her clerk." His mouth opened slightly. "Wait, you're the clerk? The clerk?" She nodded once, then walked past him with quiet dignity. Inside the courtroom, Amara took her place beside the judge's bench, organizing files and confirming the case schedule. Judge Halston, a sharp-eyed woman in her 60s, leaned over and whispered with a smile. "Rough morning already." Amara gave a tight smile. "Nothing I couldn't handle." The hearing began, and Officer Brenner entered sheepishly to give testimony. It was a simple drug possession case, but the moment he saw Amara at the clerk's desk, typing commands into the court system and coordinating the case log, his entire posture changed. He stumbled through his responses, glancing at her every few seconds like she might suddenly reveal more. She never said a word, but when court recessed, Judge Halston asked for Officer Brenner to remain behind. "I heard there was an incident this morning," she said, steepling her fingers. Brenner shifted uncomfortably. "Just a misunderstanding." Halston's voice was sharp. "Amara is one of the most competent clerks I've worked with in 30 years. If that's what you call a misunderstanding, then perhaps it's time to reconsider how you approach people outside of a uniform." He nodded mutely, cheeks flushed. Later that day, Amara exited the courthouse and saw Brenner by the steps. He walked over, awkwardly clearing his throat. "Listen, Miss Lewis, I was out of line. I shouldn't have assumed anything." She studied him for a long moment before responding. "You didn't just assume. You dismissed me because of how I look." He didn't argue. He just nodded, defeated. "I won't report you," she added, "but I will remember, just like others have remembered what you've said to them." Then she walked away, shoulders high, heels steady, dignity intact. By the next week, the courthouse was buzzing with the story. "Cop tries to dismiss law clerk, regrets it when she runs the courtroom." And Officer Brenner, he now checked his assumptions at the door.